Hi, this is JP Morgan. Today on the Slanted Lens, we're going to take a look at teleprompters, why you need one, and how to use them. It's 2017 and time for a new giveaway. We're giving away we're also giving away one of the largest. So go to theslanteddlens.com. Get yourself signed up today. You do not want to miss. Today on the Slanted Lens, we're going to take a look at teleprompters, and for one main reason. In the last 3 months, I've been using them constantly. Long shoots with tons of dialogue on teleprompters, and sometimes it can be very arduous, it can be difficult if you don't know a few things. So here's a few things that I've learned. First off, the teleprompter that we got, the PT1200 from ikan, the reason I got it is because it collapses and goes into an SKB case. I threw it on an airplane, we flew to Colombia, and it worked fabulously. Put it back on the airplane, flew it back. So it's just portable, it sets up really fast. I just can't stand teleprompters that don't set up fast. Well, number one, get a teleprompter that sets up quickly so you can set up your shot and get on with the work that you have to do. Number two, clean the thing, all the surfaces, clean all the surfaces. You got a surface of the monitor, you got two surfaces of the glass and the lens. Clean all those things before you set it, before you get everything in place, and make sure all those surfaces are clean. Just use a little microcloth and clean them up. Make sure you flag the entire teleprompter because you've got all these big glass surfaces and a little rim light or something can get in there and it will really cause problems for you. So make sure you flag the entire teleprompter. All those surfaces, get a flag up there and make sure it's clean. Get the type large enough on the screen, not just so that the person can read it, but also so that their eyes are not going like this, back and forth as they're scanning. Because people automatically go, that guy's reading off a teleprompter, man. You know, but you want them to look straight into the lens. The type is large enough so that they can just perceive the type as they read it as it goes up. So it's really important to get it the right size. I think it's important to prep the script beforehand. Take out everything that is not going to be what you want your voiceover or your actor to say on the teleprompter. So get rid of all the other actors' lines. Get rid of everything else so that you just have their voiceover. It'll go a lot faster. But in doing that, there's always the danger that you'll miss a line. So have a script on hand as a director, as the person behind the camera, and mark off each section as you go through it so you know you've covered each section that you need to do on teleprompter that day. That way, if you miss something in the edit or if somehow something got deleted when you're working on the teleprompter, you're there looking at it going, you know what, we missed this line, where's this line? You pick it up. It's pretty important. When you're doing this for 6 or 8 or 10 days, you'd be shocked at the number of things that can happen like that. On a teleprompter, the type is very basic. It's just one font, one size, one color. So you use other things to give the actor cues about how to read the dialogue. A comma, they know that there's a break a little bit in the thought there, not an end of the sentence, but it gives them a chance to break and to move forward. We use quotation marks. We want them to know this is something we want emphasized. You know, emphasized in a van down by the river. So you want to emphasize that. And it's really important to make sure that your script is conversational. Read it back, read it out loud. So you make sure that you understand what it sounds like. Read it out loud. That really helps. I like to sit down with the writer and we read the whole script out loud. That really makes it flow better and you know it's going to be a much nicer read when you do that. And give your teleprompter person who's operating and the actor time to get into a rhythm together. Because the teleprompter, it's moving the entire time. And so the person who's running it's got to get into the groove with the actor, the speed the actor's going to like, be able to pause it when it's time to pause it, and be able to move it on when the actor's ready to move on so that the person running the teleprompter is not going to slow the actor down or make the actor feel unnatural. Just because you're on a teleprompter doesn't mean you can't use your hands. Get those hands up. You know, let the actor be comfortable gesturing and make this interesting. Don't get them like this the whole time or they turn into a robot. Get those hands up. ikan had a lot of great teleprompter models and they will serve you depending on what you want to choose. I chose portability, which for me, portability and quick setup were the most important things to me. But there are others there that if you're going to leave them set up all the time, you'll be using them a lot, are bigger and more robust, and you may want to go that direction. This is not sponsored by ikan, but I did call them up and say, ikan, I love this teleprompter, send me one. And they said, okay, great, here's one. So there's some quick tips on how to run a teleprompter. I'm not an expert on teleprompters, although after the last 3 months, I think I have a pretty good idea how to use them and some things to watch out for. So take a look at those tips. Hopefully they'll help you avoid some problems when you use a teleprompter and keep those cameras rolling and keep on clicking. If you're interested in doing a type of photography that is contained in a small space, you can shoot it in your bedroom, then check out Stop Motion Basics for Beginners because that's how Trisha Zimp started out. But now she shoots for major companies all over the world. So go to theslantlens.com/stop-motion to see how you can learn her process and you can do the same. Subscribe to the Slanted Lens. I don't need a teleprompter to tell me that it's important to subscribe to the Slanted Lens, to be on our newsletter, and to be on our Facebook group, and to get all the great information that we have for you. I don't need a teleprompter to say that. So get over to the Slanted Lens and subscribe today.